Hello, welcome back to Snowrunner, difficult mode. So far today I have with me Mark, also known as Loey Buddy. There's a possibility that Sergey may be joining. He was talking about it, so we'll see if he pops in. And otherwise, Eagle, I've been all day, hurry it up. So we are going to continue our mission here in the Yukon. We got a couple of things that got done. I did manage, if you guys remember the last stream, I was having some issues up here with the mission for the scout, getting it to not crash the game when I would refuel it. I reloaded single player by myself, drove back up here. It took the fuel no problem, so that task is completed. Other than that, all we have to do is ride around, collect some upgrades, and get a couple of tasks done. Which looks like Mark is already in process of making something happen down there. So, that said, let's get to Shogandoni Po on the road. And in fact, the task I have up is the wooden bridge, which I believe is the one behind the rail yard. So, yep. Gets to the little island. There's a task, and you get a truck. I think it's like another Kodiak that you get. So, I'm going to grab something somewhat capable, snag some of this wood framing from up here, and head on down the line. See about getting that one done. I got some trucks here with me now that I did not have the first time around due to some DLCs that I bought. So just trying to figure out what truck I want to try taking out there. Something that's not going to tip over too easily, but still get the job done. I'll grab this guy. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I've got a Scout 800 up on top of the mountain out there. Or I can pull a different Scout out. Yeah, I think you pretty much have to take that trailer up to almost where I've got the Scout 800 parked at right now. Ooh, tires. Gotta change the tires because, well, this is more mud than it is ice in this map. So we don't need chains on it. Yes. No, it's pulled out like it's not. Yeah, it's up by the road. Okay. Let's see now. Where do we want to go for these? May as well start from the top and work our way down, clearing the stuff out. They're not very visible at all from the map view. Yeah. Loading platform, close. I need to reposition a little bit so that I'm a little bit closer to that loading platform. I do like the trucks that are able to put the crane at the rear, because then if you're pulling a dolly trailer or something, it makes it so much easier. You can load the truck and the trailer. Yeah. So I was noticing something real funny, my Washington on my single player. When I just go and I say load game and it shows me the percentages, it shows that now at 100%. But if I go into co-op where it says choose which one to load from, it shows it at 92%. No, I did everything 100%. I did enough I had people jump in and help me co-op wise to complete the Tennessee. You go through and you check the individual regions, and they all show 100%. But on the loading screen, it says 92. I'm like, that makes 0 sense. Oh, you just got to drive across the water to get on that island. There's a where the you can either do it where the cabin, the residential zone is at, where you place the cabins. You can either do it there, or a little bit south of there. I believe there's a warehouse or something, or a building that you would tear down, and you can cross over at that spot. Yeah, there's some rocks you can cross right there, or again, if you go not by the brick frame. I don't know why it does that. It kicks me out of my own Discord sometimes. But yeah, not the brick framing zone just below that, but there's another brick framing even further down across from that factory. You can cross right there as well. Those are the two safe spots to cross. It is hard to see in the dark though. No, there are no fuel trailers out, but there is a fuel station down at the bottom of the map down there. Ah, I should have been a little more to the right. This is a little more difficult going around this way. Kind of almost looks like it might be thinking about getting light when you look at the sky. Oh, only 31 bucks a gallon here. Okay. I can't take the railroad tracks yet because the blockage is still there. Ooh, and I can get that upgrade while I'm here, though. I am thinking about sticking something like the Avonhorn out here with a fuel tank on it. You know, something that's more than capable to get the job done. Alright, come on. Get up here and get in the box. David, good evening. That's always possible. So I'm guessing then from the sounds of things that you made it down to the water. Gonna try to get some sleep so you got enough brain power for flight sim. Nice. Sleep is a good thing. Alright, where's the spot you sneak through over here? It's right off the end of these containers. Yeah. Oof. Michelle, good evening. All right, payday coming at us. And a cutscene. Little cutscene, but a cutscene. Wooden bridge. Superb! You did it! 380 XP, 4,600 cash. Guy sounded surprised, like he didn't expect it. Doesn't he know we are the bridge builders of Michigan? I mean, that's all we did in Michigan. Build bridges everywhere. First task, build a bridge. Right. Yeah, you did it kind of similar to how you and I did it when we went through it. Yeah, I mean, got the bridge layers. Why not? Oh, was this a contract? I thought this was a task out here with this truck. I know it's a fix-it kind of thing. It was a fix-it, and you can have it. What I might do is yank it out of here, get it to the other side, park it at the railroad. Is that kind of like me saying, sorry, officer, I wasn't the one that took this guy's truck without asking? It would be so much easier to fix it if I don't have to drive back over here again. I think that's the only things you got to come onto this island for is to get the watchtower and get this truck. Think there's a delivery? Yeah, I think there might be. I actually think the delivery is part of the getting the truck thing. You got to deliver something, then you have to repair the truck. Don't know how many times Jaws has been on at break time at work. Well, somebody must really like it, huh? Of course, the cable channels will do that. They'll go through a cycle where they pick a certain movie and they run like 4 movies and they just play them over and over and over. Run a cycle with them. Not gonna let me go that way again. Got away with it the first time. Different stages of the film. This time it's the start, not the end. I think we're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, that's that one. Do an uphill delivery. Fallen rocks. Consumables ×2. They pick up at that warehouse. Okay, well, start tracking that. Having the railroad open is very useful, so we are going to go down the rail line, grab that upgrade, back over here, and around, up to the warehouse. But yeah, so it took me about, I finally got onto my single player and returned all the trucks and trailers. Took me about 3.5 hours to do that this morning. That's a lot of trucks and trailers that I had scattered around. I had, you know, for the most part, trucks wasn't so bad because I can recover on that playthrough. But trailer-wise, I had 7 trailers on each of the maps, and then another 5 trailers on another one. And of course, they were scattered all over the place. All right. Upgraded engine for the Tetra 805, the Tuz Actian, the Crocodile, the Bandit, and the Step 310. I'm guessing it's going to be the 310E. Yes. We can go with that. See, I'm not singing in copyright strike. Not me. Haven't got one yet. Thomas Doherty, hello, sir. Hello, Miss Lisa. Lisassy. Sassy was your dog's name? Nice. Speaking of dogs, Sam got to go to the groomers today and got his nails trimmed and a bath and brush and trimmed up some of his fur. All that good stuff that he's been needing for a little while. Then after we left there, I had to drop some stuff off to my daughter. So, of course, I go into her place, and she's got a dog, and her dog's all loving all over me. And I go back out to the truck, and Sam's like smelling her. You've been cheating on me. Dog's called Honey. That's a good name for a dog. Must be a girl. Yeah, now he's passed out on the floor at my feet. We want consumables. Ooh, look at that. There are only 2 of them here. Might make for a weird issue saying, "Come here, honey." And the significant other is like, "Yes, dear." "Yes, dear, what'd you need?" "Not you, I was calling the dog." Does anyone put up pictures of the wee dogs? I actually have a pets corner on my Discord. You're more than welcome to post pictures there. It's been a while since I posted a picture of Sam, but he's hard to get a picture of because he's always moving. Hydrate. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, go get them. Don't know if Sassy's in there. Yeah, go ahead. Like I say, feel free to post pictures. That's what it's there for. It's not worth fighting them rocks for that little corner. This truck's just too wide to fit between them. So much nicer now that the sun's up. Yeah, you're climbing the mountain again, aren't you? Yeah, the jacks are useless. Come on, get up there. There we go. All right. Hey, that's right. As long as the man gets his wood in his trailer, he doesn't care. All right, here comes another payday. Fallen rocks. Thank you. Now You can take trains to this place again. 450 XP, 3,550 cash. Uh-oh. Well, that's an awkward spot. Yeah, you know, back there that where that brick framing was at that I was telling you was one of the crossings, there's a fairly easy passage that goes up that mountain. I know. Now I tell you, right? Oh, anytime. All right, let me jump back to the garage and we'll pull something out for some rescue work. Put Sassy and your cat in there. Nice. Sassy was a red-nosed pit bull. Why was Sassy's nose so red? Was you giving her alcohol? Put the crane on. Can I get any of this other goodies in there behind it? No. Okay, well, we'll go with that then. Oh yeah, this truck is just straight up killing this map. What Yukon? I didn't see a Yukon. You imagine doing Yukon with nothing but this Avonhorn and the Mastodon? Yeah, the Avonhorn kills every map. Yeah, there's a few spots where it'll struggle, but it'll still get through, where other trucks will just grind to a halt. Yep. They don't tune down the season 17 Voron. It's going to be up there with the Beast. Nice. Well, I don't imagine that they would tune it down because they've got a couple of different Vorons that are on the lower end of the scale. So there's not much reason for them to tone it down. If you're going to put another Voron, then you want to have one that's a little bit stronger. I mean, you've already got the Voron AE, the Voron Grad, and what's the other Voron? There's 3 Vorons, and they're all kind of mid-grade trucks. So you don't really need another mid-grade Voron. Yeah, the Voron D. Oh, yeah. Hydrate. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, go get them. Well, I mean, if you noticed when you picked it up, well, it was a little dark, but it was already well scratched. Oh, it's too far away to reach. Yeah, I actually need to be like in between them other 2 trees over there to my right. All right, go ahead and give her a yank. You might have to restore the crane and let the scout fall out. There we go. Oh, how did that get missed? Uh-oh, we got disappearing fuel again. The hill right here is really steep once you start getting up there. Like almost vertical. If you've got the stream pulled up, I can kind of show you your route that you really want to take. You're doing uphill delivery. Yes. Well, if you pull it up real quick and look at it, I've got a route marked out on the map here. You will see where you need to be. Because the direction you're headed, there's no real good way up. Then you can go ahead and mark that same route on your map, and Scout probably has a damaged fuel tank. No, every once in a while in co-op it gets that glitch where the fuel likes to disappear. I get it in expeditions sometimes too. Oh, we got you. We got you. We're a patient group. Somebody did an oopsie. Man, that's hard to believe that just not even a year ago, Sam was just a little teeny tiny puffball. Look at how big he is now. Let me know when you got it marked out and I'll move on. Okay. All right, cool. Yep. And now I need to jump back over here to my truck. Did you fall over again? Hello, John. Sorry I missed you earlier. I was preoccupied getting some stuff handled. Okay. we'll head on up. What do I want to do? Do we have, what ones do we have? We have, so we really need to get that one activated. So let's jump in the FLD. Be in there. Lost en route. My friend Bill loves building cars. I sent him some crates with some spare parts. But not only did he break the truck, he also lost the crates. Will you deliver the crates to him? He'll give you the truck if you fix it. There's the one. I knew there was one there. We will accept that. So, in fact, let's start tracking that. Find out where our crates are. Vehicle spare parts times 2. They are, oh, fairly close. Really close. Roof rack. There's a barrel in the middle of the water? Yes, yes there is. That is probably the toughest objective you will have in that game, John. There is no easy way to do it. You just got to be willing to fight it out. Of course, I found one small thing in the area, and I found it. Dump truck and tons of sand. Well, they also give you bridge layers for a reason. Don't ever be afraid to use the bridge layers. That's what they're there for. I know I'm in a rather precarious position here. I should probably use that tree ahead of me to fix this position. Hello, Steel. With your waving pink hands. Thinking of building 2 bridges, one from the island and then the other from the island to the barrel. One thing you want to remember, John, is once you start one of the tasks for those barrels, you have to finish it, because if you stop the game in the middle, they'll all reset back to their original position. Come on, turn. Dumb thing. Of course I'm too far away from it. Hey, he don't care which direction his trailer is facing once you get it there. Do not pack the barrels to get the bonus experience. Yeah, I found that if you're not tracking the objective, although they will still take damage, they don't take it as easily. Right there. God bless it. Sergey, good evening. Still thinking about jumping in? Said MJ's chat, you gonna break them on purpose just because it's easier to deal with? Well, let me know when you are ready, sir, and I will get you the code. I've taken to not posting it in the Discord because too many people, well, trying to take advantage. How to back up your save. Do you have the pros? If you have the pros, all you got to do is when you do it, it'll give you like the button to open pros or whatever, and it'll upload it to it for you. Okay, so we got to come back this way and in. Oh, hold on, I got to refuel my roof rack as well. Other side of the telephone pole. Go get some concrete slabs and build bridges. All right, John. Have yourself a good night. Enjoy your roadcraft. Don't let those barrels win. This works real good if you can manage to get all your wheels straddling the tracks, because then you don't even have to steer. Come on. Gotta go. Your phone's dying. You need to charge it. All right, Lisa. We'll talk to you later. Sure, I finally get it on there right at the end of the line. Get down here where I don't need to be on the track anymore before it settles out. Did you survive? Alright, well, I already know I don't have 276, or no, 326 repair parts on me. So what I will probably do is, after I get this delivered, I will get the Avonhorn, bring it over, repair the C70, and then drag it back to the garage. Oh, I gotta bring logs out here at some point. Ugh. Let's see, where you at? Yes, there's a road that runs right up back behind there. You can barely make it out in the map. It's just like a clearing between the trees. Yeah, I believe you should be towards the right. The one to the left goes to the watchtower. Well, just for a change of scenery, we'll go along the back wall here. Okay. Now to get this thing back off the hill. Haha. The old Avonhorn actually makes a good truck for carrying this add-on. Because as low as the back of the add-on sits, it still has plenty of ground clearance on the back of this truck. Nice. That tells me you made it up the hill. Mr. Stevenson will be proud. Alright, uphill delivery. Great! Here's your reward. 760 XP, 8,500 cash. And we'll top the maintenance frame add-on back up with fuel. Let's say while you're up there, there's one called Abandoned Truck, which is a lodestar that picks up from... no, that's all the way up by the sawmill. So yeah, you got to come back down anyhow. That's the lake by the sawmill. For some reason I was thinking it was right over by where you were at, but it's not. Well, this guy, just because he doesn't care, I'm going to take him right through the water instead of running up to the railroad tracks. Actually, if I remember right, if you go out a little bit, instead of hugging the shoreline, go out here. Yeah, if you've got a spot to put them, I'd grab them while you're up there. I don't think you don't have to crane them on, but it'll cost you 150 bucks if you don't, or 150 bucks per set of bricks. So 300 to do two of them. Actually, I think you can, if you can set the scout on top of the bricks, you should still be able to pack it. All right. Yukon does have the hardest logging missions in the game. Not on this map, though. Oh, yeah, the other map, they're kind of a murder. Gonna be very tippy. Oh, yeah, putting the scout on top of the C500 on the bricks. Yeah, maybe a little, but not too bad. The road that you take really isn't super bad because it's not real off camber. You're just in trouble if you get off the road itself. Repair from the maintenance frame to the CK. 326 points. And I have 300. So still 26 points shy. So we will get him out of the way, and we'll bring the Western Star over here. Lost en route. Superb. Thanks for your help. Take this truck. I don't need it anymore. I'll make another one. Rewards are a CK, Chevrolet, Kodiak, C500. 330 XP, 2400 cash. Alright. Let's, does it need fuel? If it needs fuel, we'll get it from the... Nope, it's full up. Remember doing that West Camp logging mission with the base game trucks? Yeah. That's kind of the way I did it initially. That's all I had was whatever they gave you in the beginning. Park him over out of the way. Where is it? There it is. Back in the Avonhorn. Oh, I gotta drag those stupid things back. The one in the other map's not so bad. This one's probably gonna drive through to the other map because I'm not dragging it across the water. Talking about the tally handlers. All right, little Kodiak, come with me. What? It winched from the front of the truck. Why would it do that? Either way, it's got to go through the mud puddles. Because even going the other direction, it's got the deep mud to go in. So, it doesn't matter which way I go, I got to drag it through this kind of slop. Kodiak's got a dangerous water level. Avonhorn ain't even got a white one, let alone a deep red one. Why didn't the auto use it? The auto one never uses it. Actually, the back one isn't even on the back of the add-on. The back one is on the back bumper of the truck, on the truck frame itself. But, like I said, the tally handler, that will get brought to the other garage. I don't even really need to drag it. I should be able to drive that one. Now, the tally handlers do make really good scouts and recovery vehicles. My first playthrough, I flipped one and I used the tally handler to go get it. And pulled it out of the hole it was in and pulled it all the way back to the garage, no problem. Hello. We sure can. The code is Tango Zulu Hotel Hotel 7. It's doing something. I don't know what, but it's doing it. There's no change time. If you use auto load, it costs you to use the auto load. Um, I mean, there was supposed to be damage was supposed to be turned on where it would cost you to repair damage, except when I was selecting the options, I accidentally turned damage off. So yeah, you have to pay to repair, but you don't have anything to repair unless you can still blow up your diff lock and you can still drown your engine. So there are those possibilities out there still. Um, and like your vehicles, if you have an add-on on it, a fuel add-on, when you go into the garage, it will refill your truck, but not the add-on. I mean, you can cheese the add-on refilling by selling it and rebuying it, but fuel cost at gas stations is randomized. So sometimes it's really cheap, sometimes it's really expensive. Like the one here in the flooded foothills is $31 a gallon. We had one of the gas stations in Tamir where it was $64. The money, when you fill up, it would come out of your account. Yeah. But even so, that's a lot cheaper than that 64 that we had in Tamir. Uh, we're working on the tasks right now, so just pick a task and I mean, or an activated contract if there's an activated contract you want to work on. Oh, recovery costs also, and it's a varying amount based on what type of vehicle. Like I think a scout truck is like $3,000. Kind of a medium-sized truck is like $8,000, and I think the heavies are like 12 or something. So you don't want to use recover. Put that guy in the garage. Okay. Um, the Western Star should have fuel in it because I topped it off before I left. 6%. I showed 99%. Yeah. Yep, yep. I'm looking at it right now. 99% and 274 repair parts. Crazy. Um, yeah, you should be able to. Scout fuel carrier to the destination point. Scout fuel carrier's there. Well, first I'm going to jump into this thing and get that tally handler moved and out of the way. Funny how that works. Such a cute little horn on this tally handler. They do, and they're good recovery vehicles too. I was talking about that just before you popped in, where I had a vehicle that I had flipped over, and the closest vehicle I had was one of these tally handlers. So I took it over and picked the truck up out. It fell into a ditch. I pulled it out of the ditch and towed it all the way back to the garage with this thing. Yeah, then for me, I have the additional stipulation of I can't sell any of my trucks. I can sell trailers, but not trucks. Just to make it a little more difficult to get cash. It'd be too easy to be able to buy all the add-ons and stuff when you get them. If I could just sell trucks I don't use when I needed to. That's so crazy that for you it showed empty. It's a cheap way to do it, man. Have somebody else do it. Ninja was doing some scouting the other day. He took care of most of the scouting when he was in here. Oh, he's a silent assassin. Yeah. It's the easiest way to get this tally handler in the garage is to just drive it to this garage. Instead of trying to take it through water that it can't go through. Nope, going to the one over here, I just drive straight through it. Let's see how much of this one he got scouted. There's still quite a bit of this one to scout. 1, 2, 3, 4 watchtowers left to do over here. But back to the flooded foothills. Okay. Hey, you made it back down to dry land. Oh. So that'll be fun to try to tote across the water. All right. Oh, yeah. He's also towing a scout behind him. All right. In fact, I'm going to set... The Avonhorn is going to be parked outside with its maintenance add-on if anybody needs a recovery vehicle. Okay. Pick it up there. So, doo-doo. Oh, that car carrier add-on for the Padera, the large Scout service trailer. If you drag it on backwards, will just barely make it in there to be packable. Well, because like if you're toting up collecting trucks and trailers and you don't have a Scout around, but you have the Padera sitting there with that on there, you can drag it up in the back of it and then still be able to winch something else or attach another trailer behind it. Well, like season 16, you got that large Scout service trailer that they leave at the dam. Yeah, was right. Yeah, that was just the one that they gave us, and I was just like, I wonder if it'll fit in there. If I'd be able to pack it or not. Got it in there and it packed. I was like, all right, I like that. I didn't know Andrew was here. Oh yeah. 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 They pulled it because they figured out they broke the game with it. Funny how every patch they've come out with, they keep breaking the game. Kind of makes you wonder if somebody on the team is sabotaging it. Got mad because they didn't get the raise they were looking for or something. And seems like at least one of their updates should be successful. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. And then corrupting PS5 state saves. Stupid tree. Trying to line up on this load. Trying to line up on this lodestar. A pine tree that would normally fall over is there, but then there's a tree behind that that won't fall over. It's usually Rio doing that, so just saying. Come on, squeak it in there. No, it's because that wheel fell off. Probably not going to work to move here, but we'll try it. Really? Now you're just trolling me, man. Oh, that's really not going to work now. I'll shove you down here a little bit. Oh, come on. Why do you gotta turn every time? Really? 51% in Tennessee had to craft everything but 4 solar panels so far. Well, it adds entertainment purposes. I'm thinking the Lodestar is just a hair too wide to fit in the back of this add-on. Yeah, not really a whole lot. I only tried a few times. And the Padera gets really good fuel mileage. All right, where's my entrance? That's where I thought it was. No. I can't remember. It's either got UH, the OHD2s, or it has its Western Star tires. Alright, failed delivery. Thanks, we can breathe easy now. Here's your reward. 480 XP, 2,950 cash. That almost paid for the fuel you put in it. Oh. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I'm currently working on abandoned truck. I don't think so, but No, it's not even been activated yet. The ones that still have to get activated is the contest we're about. So flood aftermath and support the meteorologists have to get activated yet. I think that's the end of the tasks over here. And then okay. Yeah. Oh, don't do a barrel roll. So 3, 4. Trailer roll 1. 5. There's 5 more that have to be activated here. Lonely Island. Up. Yeah. Lonely Island has to get activated. Toll Jet Height needs to be activated. Don't do a barrel roll has to be activated. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I will jump to the garage and I will put the con marshal outside. Yeah, it's a nice truck now that they've fixed it. Oh yeah, yeah, it'll pull that down. It still is overpowered as it was. They just gave it more fuel. Yeah. It's doo, doo, doo. The sad thing about this add-on for the Panera is you can't pack cargo in it. You can put it in there, but you can't pack it. Yeah. I either outfit them like this or I outfit them with the maintenance add-on that they have, because you can put the crane on. It has a one slot bed and it carries fuel and parts. Yeah. You know, and that's one truck I just haven't used a whole lot of, is the Dan. Michelle says, useless add-on. Honestly, better with a sideboard bed which can pack cargo and scouts. Well, that looks like quite the predicament you got yourself into there, Mark. You got room to go backwards? All right, well, I'm going to carry on, and, well, of course, I got to redo the way my winch is attached, because, again, it wanted to attach from the front of the truck instead of from the rear of the truck, because no, stop, check, see if he's all right. I've got a truck fairly close by if he needs help. It's a little more capable to yank him out than this. Nice. Yeah, the Avonhorn with a maintenance frame add-on is parked up the road at the garage. So, parts, fuel, power. Um, I think it gets the advanced. Yeah, definitely want to make sure we wait on the pipeline contracts until after all the tasks and resources that are back behind the pipeline have been scavenged and done. Yeah. Next person I find in here that tells me they moved and left their crap behind can get their crap themselves. Left their crap. You know, you got the one where they left the scout fuel trailer behind. Oh, can you get that for us? Then you got the this one here where they left their lodestar behind. Would you go pick that up? Just a quick hop, skip, and a jump. Sam's got so much fur. Even after his bath and brush today, he still has fur coming off of him. Went through and vacuumed it all up the other day. Emptied the hopper on my vacuum cleaner like 4 times and filled the trash can almost full with his fur. Sure, I'm in the middle of a mud hole and Sam wants out. It's like, dude, do you understand what happens if I lose my momentum? The problem with winching this thing along behind me is I don't have my winch to pull me forward. Unless I do the old drop it and move and drop it and move. All right. All right. All right. Let me let Sam out real quick. He's got to go to the little boy's room too. I'm wondering when they're going to make a clasp on a dog lead that doesn't freeze up in the wintertime. Doesn't get any, it's not any got anything in it, it's just cold, so you have to wrap it in your hand for a second and warm it up to make it work. I've never found one that I didn't have to do that to. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't get why that even continuously happens, but, you know, whatever. Man, that was some thick mud I was dragging that thing through. It's out at the garage on the back of the Avonhorn. Hey, VTech. Yes, it'll refill the truck when you drive in there, but just not any add-ons. Oh yeah, you can't. You're at the garage right now. All right, hang on. I'll pop over there. I'll pop it in and pop it back out. All right. See, I'm thinking the spot I'm passing right now is where the other crossing is at over to the main island. Metal rolls and wooden planks. Well, there's the drop off. The least they could have done was leave some fuel in it so I could have turned the engine on. Because I wasn't giving them my roof rack. I need that to get back. Alright, bandit truck. Excellent. Now I have to order some parts and I can get it running. Thanks for your help. Here's your reward. I'll take over from here. 360 XP, 3,330 cash. Oh, see, there you go. I'm rich. Rich, I tell you. There? No. It's this spot. Ooh, shorter route. I can go around the back of that guy's house. Well, we're about to... Do I have the new vehicle in Roadcraft? No, I do not. I did not get the Roadcraft update because it's bugged. They reverted the update, so... No, I haven't even turned Roadcraft on today. What's wrong with the patch? It's got a deal in there. It's corrupting PlayStation 5 saves. And then there was issue with like tree stumps and things like that reappearing after you've gotten rid of them. Looky there. An upgrade. Tune Custom 4 for Ank Mark 38. Delete that.
You make me so angry. I'm going to get my XP249 modulator and destroy the planet twice.
For which one? Flooded foothills or the flooded aftermath or something like that. Well, where's the task activate at? Okay. Well, yeah, I see where it is. I don't have quite enough fuel to get there and back, but okay. So I'm thinking that a lot of the out of those five that we didn't have activated, three of them must be in the dark shadows still. Yeah. Yeah, flood aftermath is there. Aid thy neighbor is activated, so that's not one of the ones that wasn't activated. Don't do a barrel roll is one of them that we got to find. Cause yeah, they're not even showing up in the task giver, so they haven't even been uncovered. Yeah, support the meteorologist. That one and flood aftermath are on there. Aid thy neighbor we have activated. So yeah, it's still in the. There's still a bunch that's in the dark over there on that side. So yep. Yeah, I think that's the don't do a barrel roll. So what was it? Those two we got. Yeah, don't do a barrel roll. Towage at height. And Lonely Island. So Lonely Island, Towage at height, and don't do a barrel roll are the three that we got to find. I will jump into the Marshall and I will head up the hill to take the scout fuel trailer up there and start trekking. Heck, the worst part of this whole mission is going to be going across the railroad tracks with this thing. Because he's definitely not driving through that mud hole. Lonely Island's a scout in the middle of the marsh. Except for my season reversal, he's not all powerful in that because I don't have any of the stuff for him. It's kind of a dog there. I thought about pulling the Yar out because that was another one where they said they made it where it would be better in the mud and snow. Because where you got it in the snowy region and it just was such a dog in the snow, they said they fixed that. But I have not tried it since I picked it up in Amandra. Oh, there's the call. The call of the fuzzy four-legged beast. Oh, you just reminded me, Sam. I need a snack. As I pull out a bag of cheese cubes, and he's like, "Oh, you got a snack for both of us." Ain't even got it open, and he's all sitting there, all pretty like and everything. Spoiled dog. amazing how you build this bridge and it comes with rocks already on top of it. Yeah, the one you got to build in the beginning. Yeah. The one end has a rock that develops right on the end of the bridge. Right in the middle of it, too. If you ease up to it with your tires just right, you can push it and it'll fall through the bridge. Ooh. Oh, I think I know where one of them is. Up on that cliffside behind the railroad station. There's a there's a contractor or task up there. Because I remember falling off from up there. Doesn't count at a flip if you can rate yourself. Really? Now you don't want to get off the tracks? Didn't want to stay on them before. Now you don't want to get off of them. I was really kind of looking forward to testing out that patch too, so that I could find out if they put the paver back so that it works correctly again. Uh huh. So they did break it again. They broke something else this time. I hear a truck somewhere near me. Yeah, it's impossible. There can't possibly be any trucks over here. Oh, and it's a truck that's having to winch its way through. Oh yeah, it would have been Mark. Stuck in the puddle down there. Depending on what truck you're in, the left of the tree is not good for wider trucks. That's a dog that knows his place. I dug a couple of cheese cubes out and I sat one on the arm of the chair for me, and Sam started to go for it. All I did was shake my head no, and he sat right back down. Mm-hmm. He is a smart, smart dog. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's the strawberries or the bananas that he's so attracted to, but I got this strawberry daiquiri or strawberry banana smoothie. You know, it's the Naked brand. Pour some of that, and he just goes nuts sniffing at it and everything. So I put a little bit in the bowl for him. You know, I'm not going to give him a whole lot because I don't want him to get the runs. He laps that right up. You know, that Naked brand is about one of the best because it's made with the actual real stuff. You know, it's not made with a bunch of fake pretend strawberries and pretend banana. Well, these chemicals make it taste like that. Hey, look, somebody's already driven a truck up the top of this hill. Probably the thing I like the best, though, is recently is the update they did for the scouts to make them where they're not so tippy with a roof rack on them. So you can actually have raised and a roof rack and not worry about it falling over. Oh, now see, that truck sounds like that's going to be Sergey. Are you? Okay. Here we go. Flood Aftermath. Thank you so much. Here, just like I promised, 300 XP, 2,600 cash. Alright. Is that up by where I'm at? Okay. Cut you off and then slowed right down, didn't I? That's all right. I'm going to creep over here through the trees a little bit and snatch hold of the scout fuel trailer. Okay. Yeah, you kind of need to cut through over here by where this fuel trailer's at, Mark. Because the ice all that way all breaks up really bad. Yeah. Well, I could have got on the right shore, but Mark has already pretty well destroyed the right shore. I noticed. Yeah, logging was not fun in the Yukon. Getting everything up to that sawmill and stuff. No, I already did Lumandra. Yep, that's the region just before this. Yeah, Kola Peninsula. Lumandra is in Kola. Amur. I don't know what you're talking about, man. They said just leave them 10%. I noticed it was a little undersized. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Supra. Just had fun. Built 2 bridges. Picked up 2 barrels. Delete the 1 bridge. Put it in a different place. Grabbed a 3rd barrel. Then took them to where they were going. That's one way to do it. Hey, General Lee. All right. Guess I'll go a little faster if I take the brake off, right? Figured he had to pay for the gas, he'd make me suffer. Make me buy my own fuel. No. Well, again, that's because damage itself is turned off, but you can still kill the diff lock. You know, you hurt the gearbox if you leave the diff lock on, or if you drown the engine in the water, you'll damage that. Yeah, I didn't turn it off on purpose. Makes you a little more carefree sometimes. Gotta go get some food now? Alright, John. See you later. Glad you got your barrels out. Hmm. No, but there's a garage the other side of the gate. There should be a maintenance trailer just at the bottom of the hill over here in the flooded foothills. Where's it at? Where's the mark? Mark's there. Yeah, if you're headed towards the gateway to Big Salmon Peak, Mark, there's that little set of buildings just by the gateway, just to the left of the gateway. There's a maintenance trailer over there. Of course, I don't know which way's worse, trying to fight your way over the rocks, pulling this trailer up, or going the long way around. Kind of a 6 and 1/2 dozen or the other thing. Or as our friends across the pond say, 6 or 2 threes. Task at the tower, anyhow. Possibly that could be one of the ones we're missing. Yeah. Barrel rolls at the bottom of the waterfall where you turn in this trailer. Yeah, that's the one. That's one we were just talking about. Being up by there. I know you couldn't hear us talking about it, so. VTEC's back. Yeesh. Snow is just terrible. Oh yeah, I know. Small nut problem. At least I got good headlights on this thing. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, you can still drive with them like that, but it sure is difficult. There we go. Home at last. Thank you. Here's your reward. 420 XP, 3,600 cash. That's Snowrunner dollars. Not spendable anywhere but Snowrunner. Okay. Alright, now we get to put this rock crawler suspension to work. Oof. Okay. We will talk to you later. Well, I'm not sure who drove that back, Mark. All right. All right. Thanks, Sergey. Oh, I was going to top off fuel out of it first and forgot. Oops. I got so excited to finally be up here. Finally, some fuel. Take your reward, please. 350 XP, $3,050 cash. Told you height. Does that guy got fuel in him? Well, at least the CK's got half a tank of fuel in it. Here we go. Told you, hey, my car recently broke down, and my friend Joe just happens to know how to fix it. Will you tow it there? Uncle Joe's shack. Look at that. Uncle Joe's shack just happens to be at the trailer store. Just all right. See, it's always fun when you get to drive something new. Well, guess I'll decide when I get there if I want a chance going over all the rocks or not. Pulling the Chevy back down the hill. Wasn't my stop sign. Not that I would stop for it anyhow. Oh my goodness, no beacons? Good thing you're not on screen right now. CK's a little bit better towing through here than the trailer was. Just I'm able to turn the engine on. Why are you going so slow? CK highway tires, burning fuel for nothing. Well, not for nothing. It actually does help to have it. Scout? No, it's a Con Marshal VTEC. Hmm. You know what? I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna go over the rocks. We avoided them on the way up. We'll cross them on the way down. Might be a mistake. I might have to bring something else up here to drag the Chevy out, but you know, content and all. Said flip is coming. All right. City boys. Always think you're gonna flip just because you get a little sideways. Come on, Chevy, let go. There you go. Oh, I'm still in reverse. Dadgummit. There we go. Now, who said something about flipping? Just rocks and unkillable trees. Hey, the worst of it's done. I mean, we're just about back down to the ice. We're even occasionally getting a little burst of traction. Gives you about a half a second boost and then back down to a slog. You're just now getting down the hill? Boy, I thought I had a slow drive. I think for the sake of fuel, I'm going to drop this guy here, race onto the trailer store, get a fuel trailer, and top off and come back and grab them for the rest of the trip. I mean, there ain't no point in running out of fuel when I don't have to. That would just be silly. Actually, I can get in right there. Silly to go all the way around. They won't mind if I open this gate, right? I mean, it's probably not supposed to be a gate, but it is now. There's the fence up here by the trailer store and the crafting shop. I still had 8 gallons in my roof rack. I could have made it all the way there towing that thing. I thought I emptied that thing. It's alright, we're all full up now. You ever see them really sticky mats they put under the giant rolls of paper when they load them in a truck? They work great if you get stuck on ice. I always kept some in my truck. Came across, we had a big traffic backup because there was a truck couldn't get up the off ramp. Cops are all up there. They're trying to figure out how to get them up. One of the cops yelled at me because I got out of my truck and walked up there and handed that guy a couple of them mats. I told him, I said, just drape these over your wheel. As soon as your truck starts to roll, I says, they'll roll down underneath of it and you'll get traction. Right? Cops yelling at me, get back in your truck. We got this handled and everything. I told the cops that it doesn't look like it. Traffic's backed up for 3 miles. He didn't like it, but sure enough, that guy did just what I told him to, rolled right on up the hill and got out of the way. I got up off the exit, and he come up and he handed them back to me. I said, no, keep them, man. I get them all the time. Those things are great when you catch a patch of ice. Of course, it grabbed it from the side. I mean, that makes sense to me. Frankly, I can't believe the Chevy still has fuel in it. It's funny, you still see the mark from the dolly wheel where I drove the trailer through here. Snow shouldn't be that deep. Nah. I mean, they wrote a song about it. Signs, signs everywhere, signs. Blocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? Thank you. Thank you very much. I keep expecting the thing that says the engine is out of fuel on the CK to pop up any second. Ah. Oh yeah, those aren't highways. All terrains maybe. Well, this ain't where I went through before, but it's where I'm going through this time. Come on, Chevy. Get around the corner. It's saying no. Too sharp of an angle. I'm not going around that corner. And I said, yes, you will. Alright, payday coming up. Told you, hey, great. Thanks for your help. Here's a little token of my gratitude. 480 XP, 5,400 cash. Where's that naysayer talking about flipping my truck over, going over the rocks. Ah, naysayers. Manfred Mann, Earthbound. Yeah. Take it you are in Salmon Peak. Excuse me, Big Salmon Peak. Which warehouse is it? Oh, where's the warehouse in the mountains? Well, how many trucks you got in the area, man? You can't get up this hill? I'm like, come on, it's a C500, man. That's right, just stay back there just in case we need you. Still going. Slow but sure. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. C500. Nope, C500, Kenworth. 1430. That thing can tip over. It's too skinny. The Western Stars, I love the trucks, but they're just too skinny. So they flip over so easy. Now, where are we going? Right straight ahead. Of course, hold on, let me track it because I don't have this tracked. It's a contract, right? Yes. Do do do. Yeah, eventually. Drive better? Yeah, drives a little better than pulling a Con Marshall through the deep snow. There's the destination. One of two. There's actually, because you got to do the whole thing. So we got one more long logs here, two of them to the warehouse, and one to the west camp. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it there, Mark. It's 9:30 here, so I know it's, what, 2:30 in the morning for you? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. And we will be back again tomorrow for some more Yukon territory. And we will, on behalf of Mark and Sergey, who you have seen but not heard, we will say thank you, and we will see you next time.